about, are you rolling?
About a month, huh?
It's been about a month since I saw you. You were down at the dairy barns at that time, and I don't know, you'd probably been here about a week at that time. Tell me what's happened since then.
Well, since then I changed, coming to Yasin. I changed my temple of worshiping God now. I met a lot more friends, my family's more familiar with this place. And I feel even more strong about it than I felt last time.
You've changed your name.
Oh yeah, my name used to be Andre. My name's Govind Anarag now. Sin Yasin. I got a mala.
Why did you do it? What made you make this decision?
Well, it was like, I kept thinking about it. I said, oh, come on, what do you do? And I just said, go for it, There's no should I, shouldn't I? The moment was there, the opportunity was there. They said, if you want to take Sanyasin, you can take it. I said, well, I don't know. Then I said, oh, hell with it. I'm just going to go for it, I just went for it. It doesn't mean I just think I'm less serious about things than I used to be, That's about it. More fun, Dig it.
Was it Bhagwan? Was it the people? Was it what you knew about the religion? What was the appeal?
The appeal, it was everything. It was like just the straight out love, None of the BS and none of the, hey, well, let's see, and maybe you're not qualified and all this. It's just everything. And Bhagwan, he's definitely a major part of it. He's our master. And hey, I just feel great about myself, No stuff.
What's your future? How long do you think you're going to be here? What are you going to be doing?
I'll be here forever, man. I don't care if I'm shoveling dog dung, it don't matter. I'll be here for as long as I can be here, Nowhere to go, man. Nowhere. No place. This is the city right here, Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Andre Thomas. How old are you? Where are you from? What's your education? How much family have you got on the outside?
I just turned 22 on October 17th this month, And, I went through high school, and I said, well, what next? I looked at the service as an option, and I said, oh, no way, I could be in Nicaragua somewhere. Oh, I got a lot of family, and they see me on the news back home. I got caught in it on Washington, D.C., which is where I'm from. And they were really surprised, and they said, well, he doesn't look brainwashed, so I don't know. Is it really drug-free? And I said, yeah, because I used to be into the marijuana, into the coke, and I just had to have it, and alcohol, and real low. And so, most of my family, they would think I'm a little kooky now. They think, oh, you're going to be a slave for the rest of your life now. You're branded, blah, 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 blah. But hey, if they could come up here, and stay for maybe a month or something, they feel the same way I feel. I'm sure anybody, it's just nothing you can look at inside a TV screen and say, oh, wow, it looks like this and looks like that, It's not like that at all.
How would you describe the people, the homeless? What kind of people are they, for the most part? Can you talk about them in general terms?
The ones that are here now?
Yeah, the ones who came with you.
Well, the ones, I say, on my bus, about 22, 23 people came. I say 17 are left. I say 15 are sannyasins. The other two, they're worshiping hard, They don't want to take sannyas for their own reasons, so, hey, don't knock it. And everybody's so mellow, because when we first got on that bus, it was like pandemonium. You had drunks, you had drug fiends, everybody was into this talking about what they were going to get when they get here, what they expect, give this to me, I'm here, I got on the bus, which is good enough. I'm not going to work, I'm just going to sleep and be lazy, And they just changed so much, It's incredible.
They changed?
Yeah, they changed. I don't know, it's like somebody just cracked their shell and out came the person that was on the inside, the one that wanted to just go around and hug everybody and kiss and dance and celebrate. That's the person that came out, the happier person. The nag person wore off after a few weeks, And now everybody's really into the flow of what's going on here. They know what this city is about. They want to be a part of it, and it's beautiful,
Does it all work?
Oh man, look at it. Look at me, man. You would. I say last summer you asked me about something like this, man. I would have gave you the bird, Say, man, you're crazy, Now look at me here. I said when I first came, there's no way I'm going to take sannyasa, man. There's no way. I'd never in my life, Look at me. I said, oh man, I'm gonna leave here after a couple of months. I just cool out, get some clean clothes, and get a bus ticket. still here, you know. It's just so much this place does to you, you know, grips you, you know, and you don't want to go, you know. Hey, it's beautiful. Yeah.
He's calling on you. You're in the wrong town.
What's the voting thing? What do you think your feelings on that?
Oh, wow, it's so screwed up the way they're handling it. You know, it's real petty, you know, what they're trying to do. I really feel like, you know, the hell with it. You know, if it's going on like it's going to, it doesn't make sense the way it's unconstitutional for one thing. Americans, you know, they just soon, like he said, soon as we got there, they had everything ready to say, you know, okay, for these Rajneeshpuram, they're going to blah, 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 this and that, you know, hey, it's bull, you know, come on, give us a fair shake. What are we going, they're so afraid that this grasp control. I don't understand it. You know, I don't even know who to vote for anyway. There's so many fucking.
It's amazing to think, to see, I'm sure, how far one extends. I heard he said last night that the reason that he was so ill was because he couldn't speak the raw truth. Jesus' teachings and Buddhist teachings and trying to see and quote them. And their teachings spoke the truth in their teachings. And now he's going to be teaching his raw truth. Jesus and the people. Did you ask Isabel about an audience?
An audience?
Seeing him? You?
No, I had not. I understand.
What's she doing?
Hey, Smile coming down, man. The price is right. Hey, you guys want to go pick some up?
No, tell them about kind of tell them.
Smile, Stanley.
Man, smile.
Oh,
wow, far out. That's incredible.
Drop your pants, man. Just drop the camera.
Well, good morning, everybody. Far out. Far two. Smile, man, smile.
You look at it, yes. We love you. I got something to say to all of you. Hey, be aware. People talk about.
We need him in our group.
I know! Come do this to the drive-by. We need you.
Hey, we love you. Hey,
My pop, my pop.
Papa song.
Five, right?
Yes, we're going to field 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Right down this way.
5, come on, 5.
Okay. Everybody coming to field 5.
Got you, come on. Everybody.
Left turn, right turn.
Say, man, y'all a little late. We done made the field naked now. While I was Ah, so they are gonna put in a new one, huh? This is great. Y'all went all the way down to Surdas, huh? You didn't even go to Paul Refs?
Yeah, we went to Paul Rips, we went to Surdas, we went to Mandir.
Which one you went to first?
Surdas.
Went to Surdas first.
Yeah.
Should have went to Paul Refs.
You told me Surdas. That's okay.
I did.
Yeah, that's okay.
And then this come up.
You're always working at a different place?
Always. Well, sometimes we have like a 2 or 3 day spot somewhere. Like at Mandir, I was there almost a week. What I was doing there was weeding out all the weeds, planting new fresh plants for the springtime. You know, it's still good enough time for some to bloom just a little. Not so much as flowers, but to grow a little ahead of time. Then once it just finally get cold enough to where they can't grow no more, so when the spring break, bloom out quicker, and you'll be ahead of time. So, how did you like it here again? You're back.
Well, we just keep coming back. What's it been, about a month, I think, since we interviewed you?
Yeah.
Then I saw you on WMAQ in Chicago.
Ah, yes. Someone told me they showed it on the Today Show, too. I said, wow.
I saw this interview and I said, I knew that man who was Calvin Tate.
I don't know who this guy was. He was a news reporter that interviewed us yesterday. We was down at Surdas, and he had seen the show, Today Show. And he was telling me about it.
They working you hard here?
No, working you hard. You kidding? You love it here working. It beats not doing anything. Man. It's bored walking around all day long doing nothing in the street. But I always had been able to do something. Sell papers, I get through selling papers. Wait in front of the mission for somebody to come along, might need a paint job or something. You know, it's always like that. We have quite a few rich folks down in the downtown area of Chicago. They come by and they'll ask if anyone here paints. Don't make no difference how good, as long as you paint. Painters. I had one guy that was a police officer, and he usually come by like every Thursday. He hadn't been around in a while before I got here. But he used to come by every Thursday and pick us up, be about 5 or 10 of us, depending on how big of the paint job. And because we did a few porches, he owned some houses and apartment buildings. We did some porches for him.
I have to ask, last time I talked to you, you were Calvin Gates, now you're Swami Nikalas?
Yeah, Anarag Nikalas. Nikalas. Hey, Jack, watch it. Say when. Wanna be greedy with the road, huh?
Almost the former Swami Nikalas.
I think we're gonna have to move down some more.
Keep an eye open for it.
I think he's trying to line up with the pole. Yeah.
When we talked to you before, we talked to you about conversion. You said no, you didn't think so, that you had a Baptist background. What happened?
No, not that I have a Baptist background. My folks have a Baptist background. I went to a Baptist church with my folks. I mean, I hated to go to church. When I was a kid, like, I've been going to church when I was living in Chicago ever since I say like 10 or 13 years old. And my father was a preacher then. And we went to this Baptist church, I think on the west side, if I can remember, I think it was on the west side. And it was great. I liked it. I hated being gone, you know, even when I didn't want to go. And then when I wanted to go, I couldn't go. Yeah. Like they have this nice service, you know, the anniversary thing would last pretty late, you know. Then I would want to go that. Then I couldn't go because it's too late, because usually we fall asleep in church by that time. So after a while, I had chose my own Baptist church. I went there for like 3 years. I don't know, it was just wasn't the same as when I was going when I was a kid, as a young teenager. And it wasn't the same feeling. And it was a Baptist church too.
What happened though that we find you with a new name and a new religion?
Oh yeah, it's been a while, ain't it? I told you. I decided to give it a try. Well, it wasn't nothing spectacular. I had never said I was going to not join. I said at the moment, I didn't have it on my mind. It's nothing in particular. And I just kept on worshiping every day, having fun, enjoying everybody's company. And then one day, one of the head moms, Samia, she came over and was asking everybody at Corn Grove, where we were, the particular ones, how we felt about filing an application for sannyasins. Because like we was the first 75 that had moved over there, and we proved to the neighborhood that we was real live, decent people, and not street people as we are called. And everybody was glad we was there and enjoyed us. So she asked us, anyone who wanted to put in an application could. Because usually you have to at least do 3 months of dynamics just to file for an application. And this particular time, matter of fact, some was going to dynamics and some weren't. But it wasn't for sannyasins, just going indirectly, you know, because they had it.
Did you feel any pressure to become a sannyasin?
Oh no, I didn't even ask for it. They just approach us, you know. They asked us if you want to file an application, you could. Because like I said, some people were saying they didn't feel they was ready anyhow, even if they could sign an application and they turned it down or whatever. They didn't feel was they ready. And then she explained to you, it's totally up to you. You don't have to fill in no application now. You can wait. It's up to you.
Why do you wear the mala? What does it mean to you?
Well, the beads mean 108 meditations. Various meditations. You know what the blue one means, naturally.
No, I don't.
You don't? What? Oh, the blue ones means that I am sick-free, Jack. You know, in other words, no health problems. I am totally safe.
Has that done you any good up here?
Are you kidding? I begged for this. I begged for this for the longest, and I got it now, Jack. Now I don't have to worry about the women looking, hey, you got an orange bead, you got to wait on him, you know. But the orange bead just means that you're waiting, mainly you'd had your test and you're just waiting on your results to clear you. You don't want to be in no community and something's wrong with you and everybody know it, you know. It just means that you was waiting on your tests, you already had your tests and you're waiting till your test results come back, and once that's it, bang. You wait like 3 days at the most.
Do you think you're a different kind of person now because you're a sannyasin?
Nope. I still have my street language. That's going to take a long time to get rid of, because I've been learning street language ever since I was a little kid. under 10 years old. So other than that, no, nothing's really changed with me. I changed in the ways that I did in Chicago as far as how I had to hustle to make a living, and that I don't have to worry about here, because I don't really have to do any hustling to make a living. I'm living here. That's all that matters.
How long do you think you'll be living here?
Actually, all my life. All my life. Yeah, I plan on making it. I just sent my mom's last week my Sanyasin's pictures in a newsletter. Did you see it? What? You're kidding me. You should see it.
So your family just got the word that you've joined.
Oh, no, I made front page of Chicago Tribune a long time ago. Me and 2 more friends from Chicago. And that's when she went in the store one day and seen the picture on the paper. So she bought 5 Tribunes, and my brother already started a scrapbook. And I've been in Rajneeshpuram Times about 3 times, so I sent them pictures out of there and some pictures of some of the guys from Chicago and some more people. So he started on his own scrapbook.
What's your mother in Chicago think of all this?
She enjoys it. She's glad that I'm here. I'm glad I'm happy. My father's glad. I just sent him a letter a few days ago. And they're all glad I'm happy, my brothers and sisters. I mean, they have their own life, you know, their own different environments, whatever. And they respect it.
Is that the important thing about this? That is that the word that you had to get home to them, that you're happy and that they should respect it?
Right. Especially let them know. I always, whenever I went somewhere to just stay for a little while, I always have wrote my parents. Always. I always write them. I went to Detroit and stayed back and forth about 5 years, on and off. And I always write. I always have. But then again, they always know when I was leaving, you know. And I let them know how I'm doing.
What about the folks who came with you? Where are they today?
Majority of them are still here. Yeah. There's a few people that I know that came. 2 people that came here. A lady and a man. Dennis, and I can't think of the other name because I always call her Shorty. And there is Washington now. Both of them. One is from Detroit. Dennis is from Detroit. And the one I call Shorty, the little girl, is from Chicago. She was staying at the Mission too.
There were 3 in the group that we interviewed you with. One, Orlando Smith, is still here.
Right.
But there was another one.
I think he told me he seen you, right, yesterday?
There was a Roger Lloyd Sullivan, too, a white kid, told us it would break his heart if he ever had to leave here. He's gone.
Roger. I can't remember his name. He was with us when we was interviewing?
There were 3 of you.
Oh, wow. I can't quite place him. I would have to see his face. You said he's gone?
Yeah.
He left on his own, huh?
I don't know how he left. He's just gone.
I don't know. I hadn't heard nothing about it. I didn't know. Because Orlando, he had thoughts about leaving. He was telling me himself he had thoughts about leaving because of all the, you know, negative attitudes people was telling him about, you know, this and that, and how other people were living in a townhouse and they were living in such small A-frames, you know. And I said, don't let that bother you. Just think of where you was living at before you got here. See, he was one of the guys that was living on the street. We get a ticket to the older guys because they would be, they pass them out and wouldn't be no more. So once there wasn't no more tickets, you just couldn't get in if you didn't have a ticket. So we would take our tickets and give them to the older guys that didn't get in order for them to get in. They didn't say nothing about that. That was okay, but that was your bed loss. And then we would, like, you know, we'd sleep in the car that we had, or we would find, well, it was pretty warm still. It wasn't quite cold yet then. And we sleep out in the park or whatever. And someone would always be awoke to watch while the others sleep, and then the other ones wake up and go get something to eat while the other ones sleep.
Let me backtrack a little bit. You're how old?
29.
You're from Chicago? Done some traveling prior to that?
Well, no farther than New York, Buffalo, Detroit, like I said. And when I stayed in Detroit, we just went back and forth to Canada.
Yeah, if you don't like the word street person, what would be the best way of describing how you
My
live?
name, simple and easy. That's Anarag Nikalas.
But no, the way you were living before you got here, what's the best way of describing it?
Well, everybody called me by my nickname was either Shorty, or the ones that knew me real well would call me Chicago.
You're You're happy to be here? You're going to stay here
I've
alone?
been happy ever since I got on the bus, so it ain't no news to me. Yeah, the bus trip was beautiful, so, and out here, it's you know, make you feel real good. It's here.
Thank you. I'd like to get a couple more shots of this time as today then.
Go to lunch, take a shower, take an hour nap, and go to the drive-by. And at the drive-by, back, I'm not sure if we're gonna come back here or not. I'm not quite sure. We might, or either in another area somewhere here, because we're doing various spots along the way. Weeding mostly.
Have you got a kind of work picked out you'd really like to be doing up here? Anything else you'd rather be doing?
No, not nothing in particular in mind. No. I wouldn't even want to stay at no one particular. That's what they're doing right there, see. It's the last, huh? Yeah, let's go. Huh? Are these going on the truck? Go for it, kids. Go for it. Don't miss nothing, Jack. Don't miss nothing. Hey, Swabby David. You sure? I'll be able to sing back for it.
Really, it's very easy.
Told ya. Y'all need what?
I think they need that.
I'm gonna get another rake too.
Oh, fuck. Which channel?
State of Oregon.
Oh, 8. Uh, 2 weeks or what? I don't know, in November, you know. November is... Yeah, that depends on climate.
The weeds coming through. There's no more rakes.
Okay.
They're going hose though.
Okay.
Yes, they usually say Nicholas. You got your whole home.
Nikalas, Jack.
With the whole home.
Nikalas.
With the whole home comes from.
Huh?
With the whole home comes from.
Where the ho come from? Ho, huh? Ha ha.
30.